if you want to learn about this hotly debated topic, just go to YouTube or Facebook or, go to the library nowadays, rent a book on it, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to get as many different answers. How do I engage multiple targets? All right. Well, we have a competitive realm, and then we have a real world, my life is in danger realm. And unfortunately, I don't have the answer for you. All right. I'm just kidding, I do. I have every answer for you. Competitive shooting, we want to engage multiple targets as quickly, as efficiently, and as accurately as possible. And we want to do that in the real world on the street as well. However, paper targets on a range are not trying to kill us. They're not trying to hurt us or our loved ones. On the street, in actual defensive shooting, I like to talk about tactical priority. Who's the biggest threat and most immediately to you? That's probably the one I'm going to deliver the first rounds to, and as many rounds as needed until his partner becomes the bigger threat or a more immediate threat to me. I'm going to kind of show you what I'm talking about here on paper, and I'm going to deliver multiple rounds as I would in a competitive realm. I'm going to hit 1-1, back 1-1. All right, we'll check the times. I've got my trusty timer here to keep me honest. And then I'm going to engage the targets with multiple rounds to one until I'm sufficient with my hits. And I'm happy that that target's actually down. And then I'm going to move to the next target and start issuing him rounds. And we can compare the times overall. Again, it's going to depend on the situation. In the real world, every situation is different. And I can't tell you what that situation is that you'll be in. All I can say is, who's the greater threat? Who's the more immediate threat? Engage that person. If that changes, engage that person. Does that make sense? All right, let's go ahead and give this a whirl on the targets. I got my trusty timer here. All right, so I delivered 4 rounds. 1 on the left target, 1 on the right, 1 back to the left, 1 back to the right. 4 rounds overall, 2.90 from the draw. Not bad, I'm pretty happy with that. That's 4 rounds. Now I'm gonna do 2 rounds on the left target and 2 rounds on the right target, shooting each target twice, but I'm gonna deliver 2 rounds first just to the left target and then 2 rounds on the right target, and let's see what it looks like. Back to my trusty old timer. All right, so I delivered 4 rounds, the same 4 rounds, 2 to the left target, 2 to the right target, and I'm actually quite a bit faster, 2.38. Reason being, I've got less movement. I'm not moving to the right and then moving back to the left and then moving back to the right. I'm delivering my 2 rounds, bang, bang, finishing him off, and then delivering 2 rounds. All right, so I've reset the timer back to zeros. We're going to make this even more realistic, delivering multiple rounds first to my left target, which I deem to be the bigger threat, the more immediate threat. 3 to 4 rounds, depending on how I feel, how I'm comfortable with my placement rounds, then I'm going to move to the right target. Let's give it a whirl. All right, so as you can see, I fired 7 rounds there. All right, I'm shooting the Ruger American pistol. It's really nice and flat. It's easy to maintain that recoil, manage that recoil, and 2.86. 7 rounds, and I'm still under my initial time of 2.90, where I only fired 4. 1 left, 1 right, 1 left, 1 right. As I said, I don't really have an answer for you. The situation, the bad guys are gonna dictate who you need to engage and how many times you need to engage them. Competitive shooting, engage your targets as they come, as effectively, accurately, and as quickly as possible. Real world, you're gonna have to make that decision. Engage the biggest threat, the most immediate threat first, and then move on to the next guy.